nindot jud kaayo akong feeling karon because it is 2020. So everyone, happy new year. It's a fresh start. I am filming this on the 4th, so it's page 4 of 366. So this year is such an amazing year because it's 2020. So balance jud kay siya. And when you say 2020, when I hear 2020, it seems like the perfect vision. So what better way to start that perfect vision for 2020 than to create goals? So I'm subscribed to a certain newsletter, and in this newsletter he mentioned that 80% of the New Year's resolution fail by February. So for this year, we are not going to make resolutions. Instead, we are going to make goals. So if you follow me sa social media, sa Facebook, I mentioned a few weeks back na I did an immersion before 2019 ended. And in that immersion, I looked back to my 2019 successes, and then I've also looked back on my failures. So I celebrated my success, but also I looked at my failures and see which parts in my life na I needed to work on, and for 2020. So that's what I did, and then I set goals. Now, I would like to share this with you, goal setting, because it has changed a really big part sa how I view things, how I make decisions sa ako ang life. And I've been doing this. This is, I think, I started doing this 2 years ago. And so, gi-refine ako ang goals every year. Actually, quarterly, or as often as I can. But it has always helped me to make better decisions and to realize to kung unsa ang values nako. So, without further ado, let me show you how I've set my goals. And hopefully this will help you make a better, clearer vision for 2020. Bulol jud ko parang adlaw nga naman. So let's see. Okay, nakoy ko digs dili. So my goal setting is a 6-part process. So there are 6 steps for me that when I first did this. So I started with realizing my best life. So muna nga push jud nako na kanunay to determine your best life, kung unsa para sa imuha is your ideal life, imuhang pinaka-pinnacle sa imuhang life. So for me, I started with determining the aspects of my life, the different aspects of my life. I have 7. So first is my career, second one is my health, my wealth, my relationships, and I've broken down my relationships into 4. So my kids, my partner, my relatives, and my family. The 5th aspect is my spirituality or my beliefs. So if you're a Christian, if you're a devout Catholic, if you believe in something else, that's there. The 6th one is my personal growth. So I greatly value my personal growth, Jude. I believe that learning is part of life. So that's why I've put it there. And then the 7th one is my community or my contribution to the society. So that's one of the things that na importante para nako. So I've included it there. So that's the first thing that you need to do to determine the different aspects of your life. The second thing that you need to do is to pick a time in your future life where you're going to base the best life. So you're going to actually mura ni siya og when I determined my best life, it was like, how do I picture a typical day in my best life muna siya. So I chose my age was 50. I am 50 years old, and I'm at the best time of my life. So inana. So for different people, for other people it could be different. It could be by age 100 or the typical age 65, because that's the retirement age. Others can have it by age 45. If you're young, if you're in your teens, then it could be age 30, age 40. So it's up to you. Basta determine the age in your life where you think that by that age, makaingon na jud ka nga you're having the best time. And then the next step is to take your phone and then go to the recorder, and then muna siya nga start recording yourself as you voice out loud the things that you want in your life. So by age 50, you start your day. Unsa jud ang imong adlaw, a typical day in your best life. So ako, that would be, I wake up and it's on the present tense, okay? Feel it like you actually have it. That you're going to get it, Jud. So I'm 50 years old and I wake up by 5 a.m. I do yoga, I meditate for 15 minutes, and I've opened the windows of my 2-story house that's painted white. I have a garden, I have 2 cars. One is a blue pickup truck, one is a silver SUV. It's very, very specific. And it includes all of the aspects in your life. So, kids. So how do you communicate with your kids? What do you think is like the ideal type of communication with your kids? Do you communicate with them every day? What are the types of conversations that you have in a day? So muna siya, I always have that in mind. How often do you see your relatives? How often do you see your friends? What is a great day for you with your friends? Is it an afternoon lunch, coffee? Do you see them every day, 3 times a month, 3 times a week? Make it as specific as you can. What are your conjure siya ang tanan nimuhang aspects sa imuhang life. And yes, and I've specifically used a recorder kay gusto ko diretso siya from my brain to the phone. So it's recorded. I do not suggest writing it down. Kay when you write it down, magud-usahay kung kapoy, dili nakaganan mo sulat, or ako personally kay di nakaganan mo sulat basta kapoy na kay ko. Or sometimes dili mo gisulat diretso kay kanang labi nang imong gisudan og English ang imong gisulat kay kanang di na day ka kanang sige itong word na gisud day ka sulat. So that's why I use a recorder. So once you're done recording everything, the best life for each of the aspects of your life, what you do is you start to play back the recording and you write things down. So write things down. I've wrote it, it's not here, but I've wrote it down. If you have a laptop, use a laptop, just transcribe it. But I feel like mas nindot siya nga isuwat pen to paper. Okay? There's something about writing things that makes it more real. It makes you more accountable for things. So I wrote it down, and it ended up to be 4 or 5 pages long. So ayaw ka bala ka if you feel na taas kaayo ang imong gikuan or daghan kay ka gusto sa imong kinabuhi. Ay ka bala ka kay daghan sa ko gusto. So it's all up to you, manggod. And don't sell yourself short. Ayaw pagkuan ana nga kanang this is too outrageous, I won't put it down kaya I might not get it. No, don't do that. Make it as outrageous as you can. If you think that will make you feel that that's your best life, write it down. Don't hold yourself back. Don't sell yourself short. Next. So once you've captured it in paper, this is where the goal setting starts. So now that you have your best life in mind and in paper, the next step that you need to do is your 10-year goal. So write your 10-year goal that's based on your best life. So for example, my best life is actually one of the things that I want for my, let's say, my health. One of the things that I want for my health, or the best life that I have health-wise, is to, by age 50, I'm still running, I'm still very active, I do yoga every day, I meditate every day. So those are what I consider as the best life. I can still, if I have grandchildren by that time, then I would still be able to play with them, teach them how to bike. I don't have any joint pains yet, bodily pains, I'm not sick, I don't have any diseases, I'm perfectly 100% healthy and fit. That's my best life. So what is my goal in 10 years health-wise? So that would be, the goal is to have no aches and pains, because I have a back injury. The doctor said that mag-expect na lang jud ko back pain, but my goal is to be able to find ways na ma-minimize jud nako ang kana nga expectation nga back pain, and that would include lots of exercise specific to my back, and being more active, being more mobile, and eating right. So feeding my bones and stuff like that. So that's my 10-year goal, right? So do that for each of the aspects in your life, and then write the goals for each aspect in bullet points. It's important to do it in bullet points kay gamit na siya for later. Kay the next step, once you're done with your 10-year goal, is to create your 5-year goal na sad. So what can you do to help you reach your 10-year goal? So you write those down, and typically ang buhaton nimo ana is to pick the top 3 goals for each aspect of your life from your 10-year goals, and then further break those top 3 down to what's most important to you. So if I was to break down katong my health goals, that would be it, and then make it more specific na dayon. So once you're done with picking the top 3 for each aspect of your life, we move on to step 4, which is to create your 1-year goal. So ang gibuhat nato ani is we determined our dream, we crafted our dream, and then we create a goal. So that's your 5-year goal, and the next step is for us to create a plan. So para it's not dili siya mo end, ang imong dream does not end in the clouds. You're actually trying to do something about it by creating goals and then creating plans. So it's funneling your dreams to make it more specific and to make it more real, manageable, and attainable. So that's why you need your 1-year goal. The thing that you need to do here is to pick the top 3 specific goals from each aspect that are most important. So the thing na kinahanglan jud buhaton on for 2020 in order for you to hit your 5-year goal and eventually hit your 10-year goal, that will eventually lead to your best life. So inana na siya. Always go back. If you think na naglibog ka kung unsa ang kanang unsa man ang ako ang priority ani, uy nakay na nga question, always go back to your best life. Imagine it, and most often than not, Jude, you will determine what is most important. So that's it. Get 3 of the specific goals for each aspect. Then get those 3, because the next step is to create the 90-day plan. So that's 3 months worth of planning. So what do is pick one goal, just one, for each aspect to work on. So one goal for career, one specific goal for health, one specific goal for wealth, and so on. And then arrange those in order of priority. So that's what you're going to do for the next 30 days. So you're being more and more specific. And then the next step, or the final step, is your 1-month plan. So for the 1-month plan is to pick the most important goal and create a SMART goal for it. So ang ako ajud is I only try to, so the thing I learned for 2019, I've learned that akong gidungan-dungan ang ako ang mga goals, which is wrong. Naka-realize ko nga there are times nga maka-overwhelm if you're trying to reach a lot of things at the same time. So I've learned to just focus on one goal per month until I reach it. So one goal, again, let's go back to my health goal, and one of my 5-year goals was to eat healthy man, diba? So because I want to eat healthy and to lessen my back pain, so my main goal for this January is to eat healthier. So I am going to create a SMART goal for it. So if you're not familiar with the SMART mnemonic, it stands for specific, S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for relevance, and T for time bound. So create a SMART goal or a SMART plan for that one specific goal. So because I want to be specific, I'd say I want to eat less junk foods, less processed foods, because my ultimate goal is to be a healthier person and to have a healthier lifestyle. Measurable. How can you measure the success of your goal? So you measure it by the amount of food that comes in and out of your that comes in your body, that comes in and out of your body, that comes in your body. So how can I measure that? Is I'm going to keep a food journal, and I'm going to write down all of the things that I eat. So if in breakfast, I'm going to eat rice and egg, but sa lunchtime, kay magkaon kog noodles, so that goes in. And that will help me make sure that my goal is attainable, because I have accountability. I know what are the things that I'm doing to reach my goals. So if I eat noodles, and by the end of the day, I review my food journal and I see nga, ala ni kaon kong noodles, then that is against my goal man, di ba? So what I do is, for the next day, I will try to not eat noodles. Nanay siya kasi yun. So, yeah. Is your goal attainable? Yes, my goal is attainable. Is my goal, what is the relevance of my goal to my life? So, that's something na is easy because it's part of my goal setting na, di ba? So yes, it is relevant because it goes back, or it is the cornerstone of my best life. Next is it time based? So yes, it's time based because this goal is set for 1 month, and basically kabalo man ko nga eating healthy is not just good for 1 month, right? But I'm actually trying to create a habit for myself, and it usually takes about 21 days to start a habit. So what best to create a habit than to do it for 1 month? So kana, yeah, so that's why I've set the time for 31 days for this specific goal. So this might be kanang medyo overwhelming siya gamay, no? And even ako, it took me a few days to finish this because it's a bit overwhelming, kaya daghan ko gusto, and then naglibog pa po ko kung sa akong unahon. So don't worry if you can't finish this in 1 day, or one setting. It usually takes a couple of days to finish, 1, 2, or 3 days to finish. So my next video, I guess, is I'm going to give you an example of how it really looks like. Kay, I'm not sure if maayo pa kong explain. I still need to work on that. But thank you so much for watching my vlog for today in goal setting, and I hope that you learned something from this. That is my ultimate goal manjud for each and every vlog that I do, is that I get to share something with everyone and anyone who's watching, and I hope that it helps them in their personal life. Now, okay, now I'm going to leave you now because it's 22 minutes long. It's so long. But anyways, gonna just start making goals and start crushing them one step at a time, because your best life starts when you decide. Again, this is Gwen Lazarito. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!